For G-Sync is beautiful. Oh my god, G-Sync's amazing. It is amazing. It's a good idea if you have a G-Sync monitor.
Almost the exact same. The one slight difference is that you've got a Sova on the hands of Sentinels. Meanwhile, for XSET, you've got Cypher joining the fold for Def. Def had a standout performance.
Do you use G-Sync? On everything but Valorant, yeah.
Starting off on the attack, and it's going to be a good one.
Everything but Valorant, I do, yeah.
That often tells so much of
I just get too much FPS in Valorant for it to really matter or change anything. But if I'm fluctuating in the 100 to 200 range, or even lower, then yeah, G-Sync all the time.
Right,
I use it for everything.
XSET on attack, Sentinels on defense to start us off. Looks like XSET will utilize a bit of that elbow area. They could find Sick quite quick. Sick always
basically anything under 240 FPS.
Phoenix on Haven.
I use G-Sync.
Now it's in the mid. He gets
anything higher, I don't.
Area, the tower, and now it could be even bigger. Damage takes 2. Spike, and now Sentinels will move accordingly as Shazam.
Oh my god!
Flips out a beautiful shot. What? Yo, Sentinels are online to start pistol.
That Ghost is just problematic at best, and they read it, right? Like, we talked about the wall going up, and oftentimes what that tells, but the elbow push was the one.
Like I said, this is what I said, man. I said, XSET, whatever, they're going to win, but Sentinels got warmed up in that first match. This is going to be a banger. We're going to see some nice shots. I can feel it.
Sick taking an adventure straight down mid. He's like, you know what? I like long walks on the beach. I want to immediately. Starts heading that way. Finds 2. Why not? Thank you very much. And the fact that that was Spike right off the bat. Your wall got played against you so hard there on the side of XSET. Sentinels with a great start on that first round.
For XSET here, a much heavier stack towards A. You've got BCJ on the Viper towards B. No wall coming up. And they do have a bit of a mixed buy. Both Def and BCJ have marshals.
Why no G-Sync above 240 FPS?
Yeah, I imagine Sentinels fans.
Correct me if I'm wrong here, but I'm pretty sure if you go above your monitor's refresh rate, G-Sync doesn't work, or it works poorly or some shit. Something like that, right?
You hear it early.
You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's how that. On a stupid way of explaining it, because there's no explanation, because I don't know the technicals.
So many martial rounds, Doug.
Shock dart from Shazam to push Aaron off. Oh, Def not able to land the shot, but there's that Vandal that we talked about.
Okay, that's correct. Okay.
The other side with Sick there. You just heard the door close, but Shazam actually went up. Excuse me, it didn't close. It opened up, and Aaron was caught with his proverbial pants down. But for XSET, they seem to be able to get onto the site anyway. In with the flash.
Oh.
BCJ good for one.
He got killed blind, and he flashed himself.
Spike goes down. BCJ and Pure have like no health to their name. It's just BCJ. Give him one a haircut. Not able to land the shot though. As Shah gets 3, Sentinels get to 2.
All right, not bad. They only lost 2.
Tough. XSET pushing the envelope on that one to see if they can get themselves a force buy with the marshals coming through. Sentinel says no. We'll put you down for a few more rounds, and the Vandal stays up with 6 HP.
Yeah. Well,
Sick does not lose it.
Well, not just that, but now Sick has the Seekers online, right? Like, so you see the dividends pay off. Financially, he's going to carry it into the next round. He's also got his ultimate in round 3, which also
God,
feels
Panda
terrible.
Express is just disappointing, you know? I feel like it always sounds
most of the KJ
good,
utility put over towards
right?
That A side. Definitely
in theory, and then you get it, and then it sucks.
On that defense, it helps out so much. KJ Cypher on Sentinels, which means you have all that sight watch utility, plus your attacking side has flank watch, which means you are able to push up here and not worry all that much. Turret is going to cover your hallway. You got that trap on your backside. Doug, looks like an A hit.
Hell no, it's always good.
Leading the charge too with the spike in hand. He's gotten him through, so they're going to be playing right on the other side of that pyramid. If ECJ's able to stay alive, you've got to remain control. You've got to maintain control of caves here because you've got excellent post.
Do they know that this guy's here? I don't know if he was paying attention. Okay, he was. Oh my god.
Going in aggressive, looking for another one.
I love seeing all the Vandals on this map.
But he drops Sick. Going in aggressive, Aaron's gonna get cleaned up as well. Aaron looking for more. His BCG's there.
Oh my god, Aaron's owning.
Through, but Sentinels, Shazam is the last one standing through that chaos. A double with the Bulldog at the end and the defuse.
This was one of the things that I thought Breeze would bring to the table, and it's one of my favorite, is the fact that every member of both teams are literally in the site just on the other side of this gas wall game and waiting for it to go down. If there's a stat that starts coming up of what map has the most 5v5 spike,
that sucks they lined up.
Side or B on Breeze is going to be taking it, because it is so rowdy after that spike goes down and all the utility just starts flying. It brings a different dynamic of just like hyper firefight that you are put in as soon as that gas wall.
It's interesting to see these.
Rowdy. I like how you call that. That was rowdy. A rowdy start from Tens there to get the opening pick onto Def, playing off of the flash from Sick. So we're starting to see.
That was a good flash. That was a good little play there. Flash over the box. Pop behind pillar so double doors guy doesn't get hit.
Patiently on the left.
Swing.
Control. So he
I like that.
This molly here, and he looks to his right side. Doesn't have to worry about too much on his left as he can organize what's going on. All of these things you have to delay your opponents. He's starting to push forward a bit. Beautiful look. Beautiful peek. Great job by Sentinels to quickly pick up two here. Not being afraid of the eco that XSET could be putting forward.
Ooh. Crispy little shot from Zekin, but not going to get a chance to do it again as Tens cleans him up. Sick gets the last. Sentinels cruise through the round. They've roared out of the gates, a 4-0 lead. Now XSET should be able to buy up, but even then for XSET, it's been interesting to watch how they're managing their economy, because even when you expect them to be absolutely broke, they're still bringing in some spice, right? And it's been primarily by way of marshals.
Sentinels have found a way to shut down both Def and Pure.
Now they're going for a B hit.
We're firing.
Is it just going to be a straight like B rush, or is it going to be something a little bit more methodical? They do the wall to fake it, but Tens is going to get ahead of it, so it's immediately going to be discredited. They're not coming A. They're going to get such info from Tens right now.
Watch for any push flank coming through there, but it looks like the rotation towards B could be where they end.
Interesting. So they
there you go. Tens has all of Cave, and they're going B.
You got
obviously
bit, right? Like you tagged a Baron, but that's all you got. He's gonna drop the.
It doesn't even matter. They're dead. All right.
Keep in mind
they're going B.
Yep.
And now XSET knows they've lost.
Here we go. Now the hit's gonna come through. Sick.
XSET literally knows they've lost.
At the end of the day,
I mean, there's still a chance, but I had that feeling when. That feeling when your whole plan falls apart and you know you've already lost is hilarious. You can just tell it's over. The round's over there.
Zombs coming up huge there, and these gun rounds are not feeling like gun rounds for XSET. And whatever happened last map, Sentinels shook it off, and they are coming out firing on this one. 9-2 for Sick. He carries that Phoenix performance at the end of last game into this one, and Shazam is right there on his heels.
Yeah, dude, but boy was on one at the end of that last map, and as you said,
yeah, he was.
Picked it right back up, and as you said, it's really been a complete performance from Sentinels, 5 rounds in a row. Now for XSET, you've got weapons again. You've got a Guardian in the hands of Zekin. Pure is going to bring the Bladestorm into things as well. We'll see how it plays out.
Now they're trying to do like kind of a split.
Some space. He knows that
double walk through halls. They have mid control. They have cave control.
Shoulder of Deft here before Deft would see him. That's an easy frag. X gets the second one, starting the pre-fire as well. Just feeling it right now.
They're just
some beautiful aim.
Whoever called that, probably Shazzy, or maybe not. I don't know, but just read him. So whoever called that read him so well. You could tell that they knew what they were going for there.
They got cleaned up. Investing the second, the spike has not really made its way past caves at all. It's just BCJ who's up on a one-man mission in a 1v3. He's gonna have to rotate back. He's got time. I mean, he has no health risk.
They're just gonna swarm him, even if he does make it to pyramids. As soon as they hear that spike.
Get away from me.
All right.
Riv, so talk to me about why it's been so successful.
I was watching Summit do the same shit. I feel like the whole world is having a. Oh, maybe not the whole. Maybe I don't know. I was watching Summit, just little freaking flies in his face and shit. They're everywhere. They're taking over. Taking over our world right now.
The quick flicks, not the flicks, but the quick accuracy, the quick aim. And being just having that
they're getting
reaction speed is the word I wanted. Oh my word. hard to word today, Doug. Yeah, the reaction speed there. It is just coming online.
All
It's
right, a little
something we were
eco, a little
missing
Marshall
potentials in the
eco.
previous map. They seemed a bit sluggish. Like I said, double corner checking as you go into a site and you'd have backs to just one member of XSET. Everything is flowing much more smoothly here. And again, the aggression. Sick pushes up. The info is there. And they instantly work more confidently with the info. Catch a bullet in the head and that kind of slows things down. But that's where they're getting their confidence here in these rounds to keep stepping forward.
So look at how far up Shazam has gotten at this point, right? Like working the middle of the map. First it was Sick, who
just
got
missed
cleaned
him.
up thanks to the Marshall shot.
Oh!
Def, but
Oh!
my gosh! What?
Oh my God!
Now we understand why they're
This
buying
dude
those
cheating?
Marshals as frequently as they are. because
Holy
you can do
shit, that
stuff
was
like
insane.
that.
Is there a replay of
I
that?
mean, what's
That was
the
fucking
problem?
nuts.
Why don't you buy it more?
I mean, Doug, I think we've all felt it on this map.
Holy
It
shit.
doesn't matter if we're the best aim
Let's
in the
go,
world
BCJ.
or not. The distance that you're shooting at is still something your brain is min-maxing. So having sheriffs all the time guarantees that's happening. Like these shots right here, having 3 or 4 bullets are then
Oh my
outside
God.
your opponent if you're starting to miss the recoil, and it's something everybody's still adjusting to. So to get a little Marshall in your pocket for a little cheaper, and you can roll rounds like that, and I think we've been seeing it more and more. I think there were 3 Marshalls in the game yesterday. I was remembering. Yeah, it's effective.
Effective indeed.
Is your roster completed for the next qualifier? Maybe? I don't really know.
Hands of Pure, and a much more quiet start. Look at how defensively. Look at the investment of utility.
I don't even know if we're playing anymore.
You've got the alarm
Maybe?
bot.
I
You've
have
got
no
a
idea.
turret. You've got tripwires to make sure nobody's pushing in. You have to approach this map that way because it's so big
Nice,
and because
nice,
there's so many different things.
nice. Double damage, double damage.
Oh my God! Zoms!
Double damage, double damage, double
Zoms with
damage.
4 mows down XSET.
That was very good timing from Zoms.
Absurd play by Zoms. Always good for 2, 3, 4. He just does not stop once you get that ripcord pulled. In the transfer after transfer and the release of the trigger to then go back onto the next one and get the quadra. That was something else. An absolute poised
Man,
in the face of danger.
XSET, if you're doing that, you need your flash to hit.
Unreal.
That sky flash.
Vintage Sentinels right there.
Throw
Zoms
it
has
high.
this pit online here,
Throw
so
it out and up.
Oftentimes you'll see, and it doesn't look like he's
The sky flash didn't hit him because it was too low. I think that big pillar blocked him.
Entry onto a site. This time it looks like Zoms is
That
gonna
sucks.
be a bit more patient.
They're going to try it again, I think. They're going to try it again.
Dapper has the lockdown, 10s with the blade storm as well, while there are a couple of ultimates on the side of XSET.
Oh, God.
Full stack towards
Oh,
B.
God. Okay.
Def.
I mean, this could work.
Oh, here they go. They're going to go again. A little rinse, a little repeat, and so far, the outcome has been slightly different. But Zoms is going to get a
He's
chance
dead.
to pull off heroics again. It's going to switch out. BCJ actually cleaned
They
it
don't know
up.
about Sick,
So
though.
they've gotten onto the site.
Oh, if only he had a Phantom right
You've gotta
there.
Keep an eye on Def as he's on the rotate, but he might get too late, right? Like, if the spike doesn't get there in time, there he goes. He's
Oh!
Dapper's the last one standing. It comes together perfectly for XSET as they get to 2.
They were able to create a little bit of chaos in that round, and it helped.
Chaos.
A lot of what
We must
Sentinels
kill
was
chaos.
rotating to was through their spawn, back on the beach, everybody's at the site, retake. That was one of the first times we saw XSET actually start to push in and encroach.
Has
onto
Cologne
Sentinels
started yet?
territory Other than a site.
I feel like every time I tune in to Cologne for CS, I don't understand what I'm watching.
Well, BCJ and the rest of
Is
the
it
squad.
live yet, or
Def's
is it
ultimate
pre games or something? I don't know.
Has his Viper fit as well on the side of Sentinels, so they can decide to shut down a site, and there it is at B, right off the rip.
We talked about it in the previous rounds. Just to hit a bit ahead of forecast, but it comes through. Meanwhile, for 10s, he still has
It is
the
live.
op
Oh, I see.
in his hands as he's holding down A, as it looks like that's exactly where XSET wants to move towards.
Too bad I can't stream it.
So again, that wall like gives off the illusion that you're going to want to work double doors. Def is posted up just on the other side. But when you've got B locked,
It's hard for me to watch CS these days.
You don't really have to commit the other way.
It's mainly because it's mainly a player thing, right? Like the reason why you watch certain teams is not so much for the team, it's for the players. So I feel like there's so little people in. Like everybody moved to this game, so there's still some NA players that I root for in CS, but for the most part, they're all here.
Near the site now, they're going to start creeping their way forward. It looks like they're going to work towards door. Remember.
I actually don't know what happened that round and why it worked so well. Did somebody lurk halls behind them? I'm unsure. I was thinking about CS.
Already good on to one. Nice little 1-2. Def, great spot to clean one up, but that's going to leave Zoms alone. Zoms in a 1v2. Turret giving his position away. He's got to clean that.
So annoying. So annoying.
Swings at just the right time to get the round win for XSET.
Grabbing a few back, or we're gonna see.
He lurked through double doors. Oh, right. There's the cage. He lurked through double doors. There was a crack in the cage. He jumped up on the box, got one behind triple, jumped up on the steps, got the guy's steps. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. I was watching it. I just wasn't thinking about it.
Sick fragging out here, whether he's on that Phoenix or right onto that Sky. We see him playing amazing right now for Sentinel. 7-3 as we make our way into round 11. And they do have the ultimate for Aaron, so they can decide to throw the lockdown somewhere in between. And it's something I'd love to see here. KJ is great for the side hold, but you're always like, where do I ult? It's usually to break the rotation.
All right, XSET's mounting a little comeback here in a couple rounds. If they can pull off 2 more rounds, that's a solid half.
Slight difference. We've got the op still in the hands of Pure. We talked about the lockdown. There it is, and it's controlling pivot points, like you were just saying. ECJ working forward. They're going to invest the Seekers as well. So 10's trying to blast through the smoke, or through the wall, excuse me. Not going to get anything going. Now they're going to work their way in. Dapper good for one. Zom's got one as well as Dapper continues to encroach forward. Members of Sentinels will follow. Aaron is already backing off. BCJ and Pure are looking to do the same, but they're a bit stuck, right? Like, because of where they are on the map, they can't easily work their way out. They're kind of stuck here, Pure. Making things a bit easier.
They still think someone's there.
And you can see how patient Sentinels are right now. Still have one on the B rotation. Feel like they're covered fine on the site. Nothing that XSET is doing is putting too much pressure on Sentinels right now with how they set up this defense. Good rotation over from Zoms to start calling info.
Oh, the timing of the jump.
BCJ and Tens comes up big.
That sucks.
The timing. He just happened to be jumping up at that exact moment as Ten swings around, leaving Pure alone in a 1v4. He's got the op. He's got the Blade Storm, but that might be all he has to his name. A pretty brutal spot, but the thing is, Pure had some magic to him yesterday in these moments. Not going to be able to deliver this time around. So Sentinels get to 8. You talked about a little deja vu. XSET still have a chance to equalize that, but Sentinels look very good this half.
Stringing together the momentum, understanding to control is what XSET's going to try to do to control that middle part of the map. Sentinels is usually moving as a group otherwise. Besides the one person lurking, whether that's Sick or we just saw Zoms, they rotate as a retake. So the ultimate going off in the middle of the map has not been throwing them for too much of a loop. They're all going to be coming from spawn anyways, and otherwise door as they do it together. So not too much of a spread you'll find from Sentinels being affected by the lockdowns coming in.
Oh, that sucks.
Seem to know their way around it.
Oh, they know it's a B hit.
Last one of our first.
Well, they don't know it's a B hit, but they know there's 3 B side.
For second half here.
Uh-oh.
So Sick invested the Seekers at the beginning
of the round. I thought he was going to know that he was there.
Gets the kill onto Pure. So it's big control.
All right, 9-3 probably. Probably. Oh.
Zoms looking to return to the scene of the crime a couple of rounds ago. Shazam getting the best on Def here.
He dinked him, dude. He dinked him.
Oh my gosh, they just haven't really been able to move around much at all. They haven't had the freedom to breathe.
Yeah, 10's already behind him. Whispering in their ear, sweet nothings with that phantom as they
Those throwing birds at each other.
Come out and just send everyone into a bit of chaos there. Dapper picks that one up 9-3. A bit of a statement half here on Breeze coming in from Sentinels, and they're probably feeling much better about this now than
Is SHROUD being paid to watch? I fucking wish.
Much better, and I think as good of a start as that was, I think we've seen XSET certainly capable of making some magic of their own happen. So we'll see how they fare on the defensive side. But for Sentinels, really, the first half was all, I mean, it was this, right? It was this.
Just the pause. It's the weirdest thing that I think that's great, right? The pause in shooting, but knowing the patience training that takes. That's why Zoms is picking up those multi-kills all the time. Good stuff to see for Sentinels. Has definitely put him on track here to get a win on map 2. Just quick info shout out to start this one off. We will have that KJ hold on A as it rotates over towards hallway. Most of the utility towards B, I should say.
Sick has already taken elbow control, but you see Def and Zekin wise to it. Yep, Sick gets cleaned up. Now the spike has.
They're just playing a default.
Dapper's taken
default pistols
as well across the middle of the map, but
interesting on this map.
For now.
Cat and mouse. Just missing each other's angles. This works for Dapper, though. Dapper, the 1v1 coming through. This could be big, and it's going to be Aaron with the model just a little bit farther from that angle to finalize the kill.
Def onto one as well. I mean, it almost like a mirror performance to what we saw in the pistol in the previous half, right? Where it was Sentinels who walked away with a flawless round. XSET looking to do the same. It's been crispy shots across the board that have gotten them to this point. And they just continue to pile on. Def gets the third. Sentinels just down to 10s.
Okay. I've seen him win these. There's no way he wins. 30 seconds. It's going to take him 15 to 20 to get to that. I mean, he's already. Yeah.
Just a beautiful snap aim.
Yep.
He's got a.
Doesn't have the spike. Such a big dang
Or just
map.
plays here. Just try to get a kill.
13 seconds
Hopefully.
left. It seems like a pretty impossible situation. So, great start to the second half from XSET, and yeah, it is going to get cleaned up. Def padding the stats as he gets to 4.
Good kills, frags all around, and I'm surprised they didn't kind of run from him there to mess him with the money. But they do give him the frag. Def puts him out of his.
Do you think CS is going to blow up again someday?
And great movement by him. A lot of the utility was over towards B. You then saw the rotation coming in. As they,
I mean, if they make another one, I guess, yeah.
There, so.
Another Counter-Strike, it would be huge.
Utility, but leaving people just off the ball so you can work a
Will they make another one, though? Eek, I don't
See how
know.
they do it this time. Sentinels staying back, but the
Dota's their favorite child.
Wow. We'll see if they can get
They
some
care
long
less about
shots here to
CS.
start.
Kura has one of his own as well. Sheriff in the hands of Sick. Not connecting onto anything quite yet. So you see there's a good bit of util from Killjoy on A, and you've got Pure with the Marshal ensuring that nobody works their way in through Cage, while Def works elbows. So this is actually a great start to control from XSET, but Sentinels with an even better start and already getting that Marshal offline.
This is actually pretty terrifying. I feel like Sentinels enjoy this, or at least Tens does. He's like, oh yeah, long range. I get to basically op early. Have the Marshal though, and these rounds for him, the whole team just kind of moving up here. Feel pretty confident for the side of Sentinels. He destroyed that trap as they're gonna find BCJ on the right.
Oh, never mind. I thought he broke the bird, like accidentally. It looked like it.
It's been flashed, and just to stay alive, you've got Def moving in for a nice pinch as well, but it's going to be a big kill on the Sick. If he's able to get it, doesn't understand, is literally right under his nose. Is he going to check it? No, he's going to drop right in front of him.
Oh my
Sick
God.
lands the shots. Aaron looking to give him back, and yes, he trades that out. Zoms with 1 health gets cleaned up at the hands of BCJ. A 3v3 here as Aaron continues to creep his way forward, make that a 3v2. Looking to equalize things even more. The Ghost does the damage.
Aaron feeling damn good.
Down. Aaron gets a 4. XSET get to 5.
What's up with the Sentinel 4Ks coming in here? Oh my word. Pulling rabbits out of their hats, making it work. Beautifully done by XSET to get back on that round. Sentinels trying to squeeze through another round with those Marshals, but XSET said, no, we're going to make you pay a little bit more econ than that to get these round wins. And wow, Aaron coming up here. As soon as he was able to duck under that shot from Tens, the Ghost did the rest of the work. 9-5 here, as we see a few rounds coming in for XSET to start things off.
I love how Tens.
Aaron and Def both.
This is like a pretty solid map for a Vandal, right? Of course, Phantom is goated. He was always using the Vandal, and now he's using the Phantom on the map where you'd think that he'd probably use the Vandal, you know what I mean? Oh well, that's an example of where the Phantom gets you that kill. I even think, even on a map like this, the Phantom is still the play.
With the dash to reestablish control of the middle of the map for Sentinels.
This is what I said before, the Sentinels love taking space. that is free right away. Think of Sentinels on Ascent. They're either right up on these orbs, they're up in mid, they're up on B to start off with information here. Elbow, again, as we would expect, cover mid, take one down, and then start to rotate. This is kind of what XSET did as they played versus Sentinels on Haven in our previous map, is where you wait for that initial angle hold to be broken, get your numbers in advantage, and then you make your hit. Little watch here in mid from Dapper, as it looks like it's going to be finalized A.
Yep, and they're controlling you again. You see the value because flanking is so prevalent.
Ouch.
My gosh, prevalent on this map. You've got to control double doors, and that's exactly where he is. Sentinels have gotten onto A.
Spike down.
Aaron good for one. He's got the lockdown as well, so he can really make some magic happen. He's already got the kill onto Shazam. 10's cleaning him up, leaving BCJ alone. He's got a bulldog, and he has some armor. He just doesn't have much else. He doesn't really have util. He does have the element of surprise, but it's going to be given away right now.
Knock, knock.
So much for that. Great shot, though, onto Zombs to get things down to a 1v2.
Copy killed. I like that voice line from Viper.
How much more magic do you have in your BCJ? Good for one, but 10 swings
brain.
at the right moment
So
to get
big.
3 and the round win for Sentinels. Boy, that was scary.
Little touch and go. Find it kind of scary. You are correct. Especially with the 1v1 find. And if that was a flick, that was 57 HP on 10s after his final firefights in the end of the round there. So, see, he was feeling it. He peeked out right at that time of contact to make sure it was their round. 3K for 10s. That means he is stacking up. I mean, he is on the blade storm.
BCJ is using a judge.
This round as we see the buys, the classic for him.
Main. Good way to hold B, I guess. Yeah.
Down. So blade storm usage here. Ares for Dapper. I think he's gonna start ripping out the ammo drum.
Flash coming out.
FPS is dropping
Not
hard.
gonna be impactful this time around. For Sentinels, they've taken elbow control. They're working away up the middle of the map as they like to. You've got that alarm bot there from Aaron that should be going off here in just a moment. The Viper util as well. And look at how they're rotating. They can this is like, they understand where the hit's going to go. They feel the pressure working mid. Yep.
Wet paint. This is hot. You put a sign on it. Do not touch. Oh, so wall drops.
Yikes. Bro, he's not gonna. Is he gonna check?
Let's see who actually has the confidence to be first on that right side. BCJ.
Just hold it, man. Just hold it.
Shazam just on the other side of a corner over at B. Looks like Shazam may give up or call for Zombs to make this hit happen. Rotation from Sentinels, sorry, for XSET is somewhat calling this as they're stacking over towards B, but the spike alone in mid right now. Dapper's on a mission.
Def has not left A, so he's in a great spot. Oh, they get a chance at something. There it is. The judge delivers.
Oh my God, don't
got
die.
step forward and continues
All right, they won
to
this
do
round.
so. Great shot from Pure onto Sick as well to control that flank. So now, all of a sudden, you see Sentinel's resources and their numbers dwindle very quickly as it's a heavy advantage in favor of XSET. It continues to go that way. Dapper's alone in a 1v4. Make that a 1v3. You can feel his spidey senses tingling, having to check every single corner. 10 health, and it was all he had. As Pure delivers the op shot to clean up the round for XSET.
Dapper got hit by the alarm bot. That's sick. Noted.
Quick question: can they play for setups
In the beginning of the
in
round, he's
tournaments?
like right here.
I don't know what that means.
Make sure you don't hit this. And then they ran into it. A lot of things happening during these rounds, and the slight things that could be an advantage are falling away here as XSET start to pick up a few more for themselves, or one, I should say here. Not really stringing them together just yet. And quite a few ults here on the side of Sentinels means maybe a little bit of slow play.
What does that mean? Can they pay for setups?
Yeah, but look, I mean, BCJ, 1 point from the Viper's pit, second, 1 point away from the Seekers as well. So you feel that's certainly going to help things as Pure is now.
Ooh, clear corner.
Coming together at just the right time. There's the Blade Storm, and the spike is down. Aaron's going to get one as well. Leaving Shazam and Dapper alone. Love that play off of the turret, man. That's pretty.
As a KJ player, you feel really bad when you do it, but you also feel really good. Because it's such a cheeky little thing to do. Always letting your turret peek first, you peek right over it. You make the magic happen. Here we go, Pure for one more. Down the gut. And Dapper.
Wait, why they're line up? I'm so confused.
There as he gets himself.
Oh, I think I know what the question was. Oh, whoa, okay, hold on. I remember seeing this the other day, like saying, like, why don't people play post plant or something in tournaments? Is it banned? That's what I think that person's referring to, like post plant lineups. No, it's just not that easy. It's like it's not that easy to play post plant. You have to get the site, secure the site, make sure the characters that play post plant are alive. If they're not, you can't play post plant. It's not as easy to just play post plant lineups. You can't just like snap your fingers and play post plant. Lineups anyway.
Heavy investment of ultimates. The Seekers have been used. The lockdown's going to be used in kind. As Aaron looking to go aggressive. Yes, Aaron good onto one as well. Second lockdown has been used to counter.
Jesus.
As the spike is just playing on the fringe of that. You see it in the pockets of Shazam. Two players have been detained.
What the fuck is going on here?
They look for it. Pure missing the shot.
Ooh, they're baiting for him.
Challenge. Oh, Pure gets cleaned up. Sick, just trying to dance around, get control of the site. Zekin just narrowly stays alive long enough to land the shots. Oh my gosh, I think he dinked him too, but no, Dapper swings on him, gives him the business and dismisses him through all of that chaos.
It's just
BCJ who isn't around for long. An excellent round run from Sentinels from stop the bleed to stop the bleeding. XSET had won 4 of the last 5, if I'm not mistaken. Things were looking really good. A great response from Sentinels.
Sentinels needed that one as well because it seemed to have thrown XSET for a loop in what they wanted to bait, what they wanted to do, right? Pure got taken off. Zekin wasn't able to do what he wanted from the corner. And for Sentinels, for any team looking to take your opponent down, you need those rounds that gets your opponents a little bit flustered and see if they can continue that play. Let's see if XSET are at all flustered about what's been happening here as they creep back into this game. They do seem to have their heads on straight as Trailblazer is going to find one inside sight.
And again, man, like you see how difficult it is to work through a composition that has a Viper, a Cypher, and a Killjoy. Now you've got the Viper split coming through out of BCJ to deny entry into A, but it looks like they're going to push in anyway. This is actually... It seems like North American brand to see a Viper spit and just like to full send into it, not concerned about what's on the other side. They tank it to fight for control, but this time Sentinel's rotating away. See, Riv, and so this is what's super interesting because oftentimes you'll see teams aggressively take space away that's available, like we saw from Sentinels previously. This time, they invested a lot towards A, and we haven't seen Def take anything else, right? He didn't work through elbow. He didn't work through mid. They still have all of that room for Sentinels to work with.
This is still a guessing game for Sentinels. How far is someone pushed up? All retake territory. Six says thank you as Def is in his camera.
No,
he just backed out of it. Maybe wasn't ready
Aaron,
for that
what the fuck was that?
But
he flicked his mouse, accidentally right-clicked and left-clicked.
Huge for the side of Sentinels coming through his 10s once again through this.
Oh, he's pissed about that, I'm sure.
Towards that A site.
Sick is going to get the spike down as well. They pulled the string on him so well to get that kill onto Def to make it look like it was going to be. You had 2 members rotating back towards B through defender spawn, and they worked their way right back in through double door where it was just BCJ who was standing there. So Sentinels take full control of the site. Sick gets cleaned up as well. Pure trying to save the op, but Sentinels smell blood in the water, and man, they're going hunting.
I love the sick moonwalk flash there. It comes out reverse on his own flash. Pure picks up one, though. Almost a second one, and Zombs with the eagle eye tap. Takes down Pure. He's like, I love these angles. This is exactly where I play on defense. And that's one of the things. You always see the site someone plays, and while they switch, and the team will add a little bit of variety. A player always seems so much more comfortable in playing the angles of the site they usually defend. And seeing that. And when they come back to it, you're just like, yep. He knows exactly what to be looking for. Zombs doing it once again, making those frags happen for Sentinels. 12-7 as Sentinels look to lock in map 2 here.
Map point, and they were working.
You know what's interesting is I don't really like the comps and setups on either of these teams on this map. I don't like that their only form of smokes is a Viper.
Zombs trades it out. There's the Hunter's Fury in his pockets. Pure with the Blade Storm. It's going to have to make some magic happen. Nope, he drops. Aaron gets one back, though. And the spike is still not on the site. The Hunter's Fury is going to come out from Shazam, and that's going to be entry, but Sick with a couple of filthy shots to open up the site to get Sentinel.
All right. This might be a long, this might be a full 5 mapper, potentially. What the? Key. um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't like that. Ugh.